I feel weird. Right, hi everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Now, before we get started, tonight we're going to be talking about sponsoring. So everybody's agreed, or most of you have agreed, to just share very quickly for the audience a little bit about your background, when you joined Viva MK, why you joined, and what you've achieved. And I'm going to start with Amanda and Nigel. And I think Amanda's probably been the one that's been asked to talk.
Right, we're Amanda and Nigel. We first joined network marketing in 2004 with Clean Easy, which ended suddenly in 2018, which they then joined Viva MK in 2018 as pioneers. We achieved gold status in our Clean Easy day, and to date in Viva MK, our highest check was £1,048.63 for a 4-week period, making us Viva Star 3000.
Excellent. That wasn't even a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Short and sweet.
And their background was Clean Easy, as you know, but they were doing Hermes, and Nigel's been able to replace Hermes, and now Amanda's working hard and Nigel's working hard so they can replace her Hermes wages. That was excellent. Thanks very much. Jeff, you're next.
Hi, I'm Jeff Bell, also known as Captain Sunshine because of my sunny disposition. I'm an engineer. You can't say a former engineer, you're always an engineer. So I'm an engineer, I'm semi-retired. I moved from Kent up to Hull, and I started Viva MK on the very first day back in 2018. I've had to restart my whole business up here, and the highest status I've achieved is Viva Star 1000, which I'm very proud of. And I'm continuing to build my customer base using catalogues around the neighbourhood.
That's excellent. Thank you, Jeff. Well done.
Thank you.
And Jeff will share with you his story another time, just the persistence, but that's for another time that he had to put into rebuilding that customer base. Well done in that, Jeff. Kate, it's you.
Hello, my name's Kate. I'm building my Viva business with my husband, Tom. I was a laboratory scientist in my earlier life, and Tom was in financial services. We were team leaders in Clean Easy as well, and I retired from the NHS to bring up our son, who's going to be 17 next week. When Viva started, we joined on the launch day again as pioneers, and since then we have personally retailed £60,000 in the last 3 years, which from a company that started with 35 products and a very small catalogue is quite an achievement, I think. And the highest level we've achieved in the business is Bronze Premier, which means we have a team member who has turned over £6,000 worth of business in a 4-week period. And we have quite a team building outside that as well. So if you're looking at this business, it's a fantastic business to join, and anybody and everybody can build this business with the right goals in mind. Thank you.
Excellent, Kate. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
I'm impressed at the timekeeping, by the way. Steve and Janet, I see that Steve's opted to do the talk tonight.
Yes, well, my name's Steve, and we're part of Steve and Janet. We've been in network marketing over 20 years, and we came into the business pretty much because we wanted to work for ourselves. We wanted to work for ourselves because we didn't really have much in the way of the confidence of people that were employing people. People were being made redundant all the time, and it didn't hold well for bringing up families and looking after yourselves. So doing something for yourself was absolutely fantastic. That's what we wanted to do. So we came into it only for a small amount of money at the beginning because I already had a very good job. But when you save the extra money, you suddenly find that you can actually buy things outside of what you would normally do. I bought a caravan, I bought a boat. So all that sort of thing came about through the extra money that we had alongside our normal work. So I think the end of the day story comes along is that if you want to do something for yourself, do something for yourself because it will actually pay yourself.
Excellent. Well done, Steve, and well done, Janet, on your success in the business. Steve and Janet are premiers, and your best retail period, can you just shout it out in case somebody's watching this?
Over about 3,000, you know.
It was more than that, Janet.
It was we actually retailed 8,300 and something.
No, I've done.
Was that the other business?
Money in pocket, it was over 3,000.
Income, excellent.
Yeah. 4 weeks.
Ask you for the turnover, but I got both, which was a wee bonus. Thank you very much. Deb, sorry, go on. Go on, Steve. Oh, sorry. Go on.
It bought me a good bottle of whiskey.
That will be a good bottle of whiskey at that price. Debs, it's over to you.
Hi, I'm Debs. I was originally an electronic engineer. I joined Clean Easy in 2011 to earn an extra income, but that soon became full-time. I then joined Viva MK as a pioneer 3 years ago, and I'm currently at Viva Star 1000.
Excellent, well done. Jane, you're next in my line. You're on mute.
Hi, I'm Jane, and we run our Viva business with my husband, Jim. We were in a previous network as well and joined Viva MK because we liked the product range and we knew it would grow. Our highest income is £995 for a 4-week period. Jim was a heavy goods driver. I was a branch manager with a bank when we were working. Now we're pretty much retired and spend maybe 6 to 10 hours a week on our Viva business.
Excellent. I'm impressed with how quick these are. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, Jane. Frank.
Hi. Hi there. My name is Frank. My background is I've been self-employed in sales and marketing now for it'll be 29 years in October. Part of that as well was involved in network marketing, and then having been involved in network marketing, I wanted to get involved in it again, and hence the reason I also joined the Viva MK in 2018 as a pioneer. I work at the moment in time as a part-time roundabout everything else I do, and but it's great. The flexibility is amazing. You work your own hours to suit yourself. Again, my highest level in the 4-week period is also Star 1000, but I love it, and it's going to be a great future for us all.
Brilliant, Frank. Thanks very much. Well done. Fiona, you're on mute.
Hi, my name is Fiona. I got involved in network marketing about 16 years ago when we were looking to start a family, as my previous career was very anti-social hours and clearly wasn't going to work. So I was particularly looking for something that had flexible working hours and would fit around a family. I've worked that part-time over the years, and it's given us a nice second income. And when I then found myself on my own with 3 small children, 2 of whom have additional needs, it's been a great way for me to be able to earn money for the family while still being available to meet all their needs, particularly as 2 of my children have spent a lot of time not being able to go to school. Our highest turnover so far has been about £1,800, and we regularly earn a nice part-time income of about £500 a month, which is a lot of money when people are struggling. So that's us really, and we carry on in that way, and the business is steadily growing.
Excellent. Well done, everybody. I'm going to try and do a short one. But I'm glad so we can edit it just for the video. Hi, my name's Lynn. I joined Viva MK as a pioneer. The reason I joined Viva MK was the last business I was involved in, our owners were naughty. And we had to start up a new business. So it was never ever going to be anything else other than Viva MK. I'm delighted to say that some of my lovely team members that you see tonight decided to join me in Viva MK. So we've got a fantastic business, an absolutely amazing team. In 2020, during the lockdown, you guys turned over just under £600,000. And this year it's going to be well over £500,000. So patting it back to the team, and the average earnings is £1,000 every 4 weeks. Thanks very much. I'll give myself a clap. I think that was under 2 minutes. Right.
It was just under a minute.
Wow. I think
what
I want to say is, everybody, we did fab there. I mean, what we'll do, we'll get better and we'll put more information. I know that we've probably all missed out wee bits that we would want to put in there, but I'd like to practice that, because, you know, if you go back to when we used to do our meetings and trainings, the live ones, when we see people, yeah, it's going to be soon. If somebody was starting a training or going on a webinar, they would normally start with your testimonial. Hi, my name's Lynn, and this is my testimonial, and then I'm going to show you this. So what I'd like us to do is, we won't do everybody every week, but if you're talking, you know, we might just do a few spot testimonials here or there, especially if you're doing a training. We'll just start it with the testimonials. But well done, everybody. I'm very proud of you. We did great. We all did under 2 minutes, well under 2 minutes. Right, now that I'll be very proud of myself if I can find the training. There's the training. So now I need to go back to my wee Zoom. Now we do know that occasionally when I share the screen, that I get me freezing and stuff like that, but it usually fixes itself out. I've got to just find the PowerPoint. I've had a great day today. Some of it you're going to see. The training tonight is going to start with Kate. What Kate does is, I'll just fill you in here. What Kate does, and Jane does the same, and I do the same to both of them, is when we're talking about a training, she'll say a few sentences, and I'll say, oh, that sounds brilliant, Kate. Can you put that in a messenger message? And then I'll put it into a training. If it's Jane, I'll say, that's great. Could you just do a training on that? But they're brilliant. Our team, all these are brilliant trainers, and I feel really lucky that I can call on any of you anytime. But we're going to start with Kate. And we're going to cover sponsoring for success. It's going to be in 2 parts because there's many different ways of doing it. So we'll just kick off with you, Kate.
Thank you. Can I just congratulate you, Lynn, on managing to get the training up absolutely immediately tonight. There was no delay whatsoever. It didn't even say waiting for screen to load or anything. It just came straight up. So whatever you've done, keep doing it, because it's worked really well tonight. So we did a training a couple of weeks ago on sponsoring with sort of offline methods, including cards and flyers and different sort of fish pond activity that we've always had. And there's loads and loads of different ways of building a team. Some people want to expand their business and earn a bit more money, and they think in order to do that, they need to do massive retail, and you actually don't. You're better to have a little of a lot of people's efforts than 100% of your own, because if anything ever happens to you, your car breaks down, or you're ill and you can't go out for a while or whatever, you do lose that income if it's totally based on your own retail. So we recommend, if people want to expand their business a little bit, to have a wee look at team building, and there's lots and lots of different ways to do it. It depends on where you want to find your leads from, and that sometimes depends on your personality. Some people would rather speak to people face to face. Some people prefer warm market 3-foot rule, which Lynn does. Some people use paid leads in addition to other methods of lead generation as well. Some people only concentrate on social media to generate their leads, and then there's lots of online lead generation methods as well that were covered very well by Jane a couple of weeks ago as well. All the different methods that we've always had that don't depend on online only to build your business. So the more rods you have in the pond, really, the more tools in your box, the faster you can build a business. Okay. So you can speak to people by phone, by text, email, WhatsApp's a new one, Facebook Messenger, and Lynn will cover website Messenger as well in a wee while, just after I'm finished. Okay. And a worthwhile thing to remember is that some people will communicate in different ways. I've got a couple of people in the team who, if they want to speak to me, will always just lift the phone and phone me. Sometimes I can take their calls, sometimes I can't. I love to hear from them and everything, but some people would rather do that than send a text or a message or whatever. But in general, when you're speaking to strangers, most people wouldn't answer the phone if they don't have you in their contacts. I really don't. If I get a phone call from a number I don't recognise, I'll wait and see if they leave a message. I might text them back and say, sorry, I missed your call. Were you looking, who were you looking to speak to? But I generally would not answer the phone to a stranger. And that, I think as time goes on, most people nowadays, there's so many other ways of communicating that most people will not now answer the phone. Some people don't have landlines anymore. And that's really a statement of where the world's going with all the different ways of communication. So if I have the phone number of somebody I'm going to contact, I would always text them first. I would thank them for inquiring to my advert. I would send them a text, which I can show you if you want to see it. Thanks very much for inquiring about the Viva MK business. A little bit about the business. For further information, please follow this link, which is a link to my sponsoring group. Alternatively, if you don't have a Facebook account, I'll be happy to send information by WhatsApp. Okay, so I would do that rather than lift the phone first, but some people do prefer to lift the phone, and I would also offer to give them a call if it's convenient for them as well. And some occasionally people say that, but generally not. Okay, so the message I would send would be, thanks for inquiring, please check out the information on this short video. If I'm speaking to them on Messenger, they're already on Facebook, they're not joining my sponsoring group, check out the information in this short video. We can chat further when you've seen it, and I'll tag you on the catalogue links as well. This is in my sponsoring group if they're on it. Tag them in all the flip books or the PDFs or the catalogues. Generally speaking, people will not watch the video. The video I'm using is the Advocate's video with Michael reading the script from it. But the fact that you have ready some information to send them, I think is the important thing. It's more important to have something to give them rather than what you actually do give them, because they're already thinking of their questions, or they don't want to watch a video, they have a wee look at the catalogues and stuff. But generally, the fact that you're communicating with them is the most important thing, and people will join you. They're not going to join a video, they're going to join you if they're going to join, okay? So after tagging them on the flip books, some people will message you back and say, yes, I've seen the information, what do I do next? But if they don't, I'm going to reply to them and say, have you had a chance to look at the video information yet? If you have you got any questions at the moment? And try and start a dialogue with that. You can always tell in Messenger, of course, whether they've seen your message as well, which is great, and the same on WhatsApp. And sometimes, depending on what phone system you're using, you can see if they've read your text as well. So really, just you want to have the dialogue going. You want to follow up as well as you can. Ask them if they've got any questions, and always remember that the only daft question is the one they don't ask. So normally people would want to know what they're going to be doing if they're going to be working online. Do they want to do catalogues? Do they want to do online? They want to know what they're going to be doing. So at that point, if it's a Facebook lead, I would invite them to join my selling group so that they can have a look at the products. And I would say, we're going to show you how to set up and operate a selling group like this one. Ours has been established for quite a long time, but you'll get to see some of the products and how we interact with customers and stuff on the group. Okay. And for those who don't have a sponsoring group, the basics of it are that you're looking to generate a closed environment for your leads to join, so that you have them there and you know who's on the group. You can speak to them, you can message them, you can have a conversation with them, let them ask their questions, and you can give them information on about the business on a sort of drip feed, so that they're not getting bombarded with information all the time, but they can browse through it at their leisure. So I have an introductory post on there. Thank you for inquiring about the Viva MK opportunity, a little bit about the opportunity. The opportunity video that's on there at the moment, as I say, is the Advocates one that I tag everybody on when they join the group. A short testimonial, a little bit about me and Tom and why we joined the business, and just news as it comes along. Sometimes I'll show you some posts in a wee minute, a couple of examples of posts that are on my group, our background, where we came from, what the business is about. Keep it vibrant with new posts. The official group has lots of posts on a daily basis that would be great for your group, as long as you take the names off them. Obviously, as was said at the beginning of the training, you're not looking for people to go and join another team, you're looking for people to join you. But if you can show a positive story of somebody getting a good result with their catalogues, or good online sales, or recognition from the company, that's a massive one for lots of people. So if you have an email from the company that says you've had a 185% increase in your sales since last period or whatever, crop that down and put that in your group as well. There's lots of opportunity for success stories, brand new products, the new catalogues when they come out, the flip books, because people like to see you know, the variety of products that we've got now, which is actually unbelievable. We had people joining when we only had 35 products, but now we've got something like 7 catalogues. And the number of people that are joining because they like the look of the makeup or the health products, or, you know, the outdoor garden products or stuff for pets and everything like that. Everybody's got a different angle to why they're looking at the business. So give them as much information as possible, but don't try and hit them with it all at once. They can, once they're on your group, they can browse through the posts and see what they want to see when they want to see it. Okay, so here's an example of some of the posts that we've got, that I've got in my sponsoring group. These are a couple of testimonials from the HQ group. There's a Janet and Steve one there. There's an email that I've had saying what I'd personally retailed in the first 3 months of this year. And on the next slide, there's another one, I think, as well. Yeah, well, that's a new product one. Just a reminder of how much it costs to get started. Always be upfront about that. It's not, you know, it's never going to be the £5 that stops somebody getting started. It really isn't. It's just, you know, it's a very, very, very low start up to join an online business or any kind of business. And at the end of the day, it's never about the money. It's people's belief in themselves, whether or not they think they could do it. So we just, you know, reassure people that, you know, we've got great products, we've got quick service, fantastic delivery service, great support from HQ, great support from the upline team. Always happy to answer any questions whatsoever, and show some of your own pictures. These are you know, our own team photos. I think the Bumblebee one was a picture of Owen's or Claire's, and the mugs was my own pictures and stuff. And then last week we had Viva MK's 3rd birthday. Very important to tell your sponsoring group that as well, because, you know, some people don't know the kind of provenance of the company. They don't know how long it's been in existence, how long we've been in the business, you know, what we like about it, all the recognition and everything like that. And it's really, really important to show people different angles of the business rather than just the products. The fact that there is recognition, there's rewards in the business, there's incentives in the business, and there's appreciation and support from the company and the upline and everybody in the team as well. Okay, so remember, of course, that once you have generated a lead and you've given them the initial information, it really is up to you to follow up as much as it takes for people to have their questions answered and to make their decision whether or not they're going to join. Always make sure they have all their questions answered, and never be afraid to say, I don't actually know the answer to this, but I know somebody that does. I'll go and find out. Don't ever ignore the question. Every question is valid, and the only daft question is the one they don't ask. So you want to have a dialogue with people. You want to find out, why did they respond to your advert? What made them respond to your advert right now? Has something changed in their life? What's their situation? What is it they're looking for? Have they been made redundant? Are they on furlough? Have they, you know, are they having a baby? Are they getting married? What is their goal? You know, they're looking for something specific. As Steve said, the business has enabled him to have a caravan, a boat, etc. For some people, it's holidays. For some people, it's just money to put away for a pension or whatever. How much do they want to earn from the business, and how much time have they got to work their business? And until they've actually said no, they haven't said no. Remember, you know, I always talk about go for no, but until people actually say no or block you, or, you know, they've read your messages umpteen times and they haven't replied to you, you know, they haven't said no, they're still thinking about it. And when they do say no, they're not saying no to you, they're saying no to the opportunity. They're saying, at the moment, they're saying no to, you know, their own self-confidence and everything. It's never ever personal. It's never about you. It's always about them. So just always go for no and enjoy your business. And Lynn's got lots more to tell you.
Thank you very much, Kate.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You enjoyed that. I'm just...
Yeah, I'm popping my camera off for a wee minute, but I'm still here.
Yeah, I know. You can explain the story. I won't tell everybody.
Right, be right back. I'm still here.
Just tell Tom to listen in future. Can I tell she's still there? Tom brought the kids getting the dinner at the wrong time. Right, but the reason that we started that I be doing this tonight is, I think it was on last week's Zoom, we were talking at the end, just a good little sizzle, a good little chat about the different ways that people sponsor. And as you can see, Kate predominantly uses Facebook and has a sponsoring group. Now, on the sponsoring group, you can absolutely have everything there that you can have on a website or anywhere else. But I'm going to tell you what I do, but I'm also looking at changing that. And as I go through this training, you'll understand why I'm looking at changing that. But as Kate said, my preferred way to generate leads is literally just talking to people, whether that is a Viva MK customer at the door, somebody at the shop. Somebody said, here's the Clean Easy lady. And I went, no, it's Viva MK. I talked to them about the business. We've got a great story behind us. And we've got also the name of the massive name, the recognition of Clean Easy, and people want to hear that story. So I use it to sponsor, but I also love Facebook for generating leads. But Facebook, as you know, you can do the 3-foot rule on Facebook. And you might remember the post that I put into the A-team for Janice, who's now on over £100 in sales. She got over £60 from her catalogues, but already had a £35 order, and she only joined a few days ago. Janet sold me that clock. Can you see it? That was a good idea to come in my room tonight. Janet sold me that clock on Facebook, and when I asked about it, she said, yes, I can get that for you. So I knew she was trade. So I just went and said, I think, hope you don't mind me asking, I think you're a business. I wonder if you'd be interested in adding more products to your portfolio. Now for Janice, that was just the right time, and timing is all about it. But if you say it to enough people, we've got an opportunity to speak to people about the business every single day, and every single message we get on Facebook, every single comment, every single like. And I love to say, I hope you don't mind me asking, or I don't suppose you know anybody. It's called third party, because that way you're asking them if they know somebody. If you ask them directly, are you interested? They can say a yes or a no. And we don't like a no, because it blocks the conversation. So what we say is, I don't suppose you know anybody. Find out what they're doing at that. So explain, right, so say less to more people. I'm on the next slide without realising it. I had a wee look around. There's lots of people are brilliant at building websites. And the thing I love about the Facebook sponsoring group is it is in a structure. It's in chronological order sometimes, depends on Facebook, but it's pretty structured. But on a website, I would say on a website, and when you're speaking to people, say less to more people. Let the information do the talking. And I'm going to show you the different videos that people are using. But as Kate says, it doesn't really matter about the information. Many people don't even look at the video. They probably do that once they're really serious. But when you first send them it, I find they come back to me too quickly with a question, so I know they've not watched the video. So explain about the range. This is what I do. If it's a Facebook lead or a 3-foot rule lead, I would just explain about the range, and I send them to my Facebook selling group. And again, it's back to just having communications. I'm not going. Kate's done exactly a great job on that, but you can see we do similar things, finding out. So I'm not just saying, oh, yeah, thank you for responding. Here's a link to my Facebook products in my group. We tell them a little bit about it, and we ask, what are you doing at the moment? And then send them a wee link to your product. So you've got a bit of conversation going. Ask a few questions, give you some great examples. It's fact finding and relationship building. And I find if they like the products and they want to know more, then I would send them either to my sponsoring group or my website to watch a video. I've now changed it to website, and you're about to know why in a wee minute. So say less to more people, keep it simple and drip feed them with information. And I believe, and maybe you can shout out at the end because there might be other things in here, but I believe that there's some key things that people want to know. The main thing is, does it work? That's why we do the testimonials and get success stories. The next question is, can it work for me? Another reason for getting testimonials and success stories, because you can see people from all different backgrounds, and maybe they will be one of these backgrounds. The product range, am I going to like the products? Can I sell these products? And how does it work? How do I sell the products? Catalogs are online. And how do I earn the money? So they may ask, 25%, that's cash. The bonus gets paid into your bank. How much can I earn? Can I fit it into my schedule? And the company background. Now, that's not in any particular order, but generally I find the company background doesn't seem to be the most important thing when I'm chatting to people. And what I'm finding with the story of Viva MK, people I'm speaking to are getting carried away along with my enthusiasm for how exciting the new Viva MK is. Viva MK. So, as Kate said, many ways to show the business. And I know Kate went through this, but I'm putting it again just because I wanted to make more points. You can send them lots of information on a WhatsApp or Messenger. Messenger, you can send them, whether it's Messenger, text, WhatsApp, or Facebook Messenger, you can send them links to products and groups. Or a sponsoring group, all the links are there. Same with email. Seems to be about emails not so popular now. However, when I was doing my Wix today, I found a way that you might resuscitate your email, folks. Or you might want to phone. As Kate says, we all prefer to, or most of us prefer to pick up the phone. If Kate's honest, when she first started, she hated phone calls. She prefers to message them. So not everybody likes the phone, but again, if you're doing the phone, you're still going to drip feed them. It's fact finding, because it's always better to let the information do the talking. I've been in this business for God knows how many years now, nearly 30 years, and I always find that the information explains it better than me. Right, what I'm going to show you is Nigel and Amanda's website that I've been doing for them today. The reason I offered to do it is I noticed that Wix has done lots of updates, lots of updates. And rather than go and start my own one from scratch, we colluded and I put one together from them. And I'm really excited. This is Wix. I don't know if other websites do it, but Wix is free as long as you can put up with the adverts. If you decide at any point to pay for it, it's only about £6 a month. But I recommend everybody, if you want to, use the free one. So what I'm going to show you first is just what we've put here. You can see, about us, the products, the company, the pay plan, a retail income projection will go in there, and success stories, which none of these links work at the moment because it's just a work in progress. Nigel and Amanda picked what they wanted, the word in, everything. I've just been the person who's put it together. So I love this. This was a holiday one, which is great for Nigel and Amanda because they do love their holidays. They're just going slowly. What we've put there, Viva MK Network offers you a simple, flexible work from home income opportunity. You can also run your business from anywhere in the world using your phone with an additional £300 to £500 every 4 weeks. Help with those bills or life's little luxuries. The company, we'll be clicking on there. You'll get the company. Clicking on there, we'll get the products. And clicking on there, we'll get the pay plan. And that's something we can chat about. Not tonight. I think maybe going to arrange a wee leaders Zoom where it's just for us guys. Everybody in tonight's included in that leaders Zoom. But so we can chat about that because I want to get well, I'll go through this first and I'll tell you what I want at the end. And the pay plan. There's Nigel and Amanda's story. This is just on the same page. A little bit about why they joined, but read more, which will also link to about us. So when you click read more, it'll be the same link that I'll put for about us. I'm going to get to the good bits here. I will say I'm not the best website builder in the world. I've seen some fancy ones out there, but this looks really good, I think. And it's easy to do. There's a bit here where you can actually get them to enter their emails and register for more information. And I've got that alongside the opportunity video. The video that Amanda and Nigel chose as the one stuck, trapped, graduate in a box, just nice and short. I personally think if you've got a video on a website, if you've got the pay plan separate, it can be something short and spiky. But I'll talk about that in a wee minute. Why was I going to talk about? Why did I put it there? I think it was to show you. I don't know how to do this yet because there's different ways of doing it. But as you can see, there's a WhatsApp on there, which is what I'm excited about. This website, and I still have to figure it out because I tried a few times today, you can link it to WhatsApp. So they can WhatsApp you. How exciting is that? They can actually WhatsApp you. So I was excited. And Facebook. We know about Facebook. You can also put your Instagram, your Pinterest, Spock, anything else you've got there, Spotify. You can put all your social media. Amanda and Nigel just want their Facebook and WhatsApp for the short term, which I personally would be happy with if it was me. Now, this is what happens. Wait a minute. That's in the wrong place. Let me go back. Let me see. Right. I'm going to go back. First of all, if they click more information and they put their email in and click onto that, this is what Amanda and Nigel could see on the right. I'll move the camera in case the camera is in your view, but you've got a contact and you can reply, so you can get a conversation going from the minute they send you an email. Go back. If they message you, because where did they message you? Where did I message you from? Where did I message you from? I'm trying to remember. Oh, right, sorry, that's why that button's there. Sorry, guys, I'm getting too excited. Back to this web page. Can you see my little arrow here? And this little messenger button? If you actually go back pages, you should see, you see that messenger button? That messenger button, as you scroll down, it is on every page, right? It's on every page. So I used that as a
bottom
test.
Right.
Pardon?
Bottom right.
Bottom right, sorry. I used it as a test, and here you can see, this is what Amanda got. She sent me screenshots. There's a new subscriber with my details. To chat with your members, go to the Spaces Wix, go to archive, and I'm going to go to the next page because this is mine. I only noticed that people could actually leave you a message, and these are old messages. These are not new because my new site isn't live. But you can, they come in messages. They come in messages like that, and you can answer them. But look what I found, broadcast message. So if people are responding, let me just go back. If people are responding to you on Messenger, you can get them into a broadcast group. If they're responding to you on WhatsApp, you can also get them into a broadcast group. And if they respond to you on Facebook, you can get them into your sponsoring group and then upgrade them. So I was really, really, really excited about this because what you need to do, you need to do a barcode. You need to do a barcode. I've got a barcode so you can download the Wix app for your phone and the messages will come through on your phone. I'm trying to see what you sent me, Jane. Sorry, I'm reading. Please don't send me messages in the middle of training because I can't read them. And broadcast message. So what I'm excited about is people will click more than likely the messenger button, and there you've got a total communication from your website. So the reason I always send people to the website last, right? And the reason for that is I want to speak to them, get information for them. I want to get details and some communication first. because that's a stronger lead. So like Janice, when she started, she seen the video after she'd seen the products, and I knew that she was very, very interested, because if you just send them straight to the website, it'll filter out the ones who don't message you. They will look at it and they will go and they're filtered out, so you don't get a chance to speak to them. Whereas if you speak to them and then send them to your sponsoring group, an opportunity video or a website, then you've already got that communication going. But I was really, really, really excited about the fact that you can do broadcast messages with the Wix. Let me see what my next slide is. I think it's frozen. I might mean it's the last one. No, the 3 videos, I'm not going to play them all. The first one is the advocates video. It's brilliant, slightly out of date, but probably people won't really notice it. Don't think it's too long. If Kate can hear me or Jeff can remember, I think it's only about 10 minutes long. How long is it? Anybody know that one?
It's about 20 minutes, I think, but you can set it in sections. It's designed in 11 sections, and you can just sort the sections out. You don't have to give all of it.
Right, right. So it's quite a long one, but you can break it up into sections. This one here,
yes.
I will play it because it's really short if it allows me to play it, just because it is a video and it should play. Nope. Do you remember the one? It's literally about 2 or 3 minutes long, where the girl's in a box. You know, it starts off stuck graduate in a box. You know,
oh yeah.
You know, the one with the girl with the hot dog sign. It's really, really good, actually. If you watch that video, I'll post these in the Rhino group after the training. But if you watch that video, I still love it. But somebody said they didn't like it. I couldn't remember who it was, and I'm trying to find out what it was we didn't like about it. But I still really like that one. It's short, it's sweet, it talks about online, it talks about the catalogues, it talks about buying wholesale with the chicken, with the eggs. It's a brilliant video. My one, too long. It's the one I'm using at the minute. It's the opportunity presentation that we've done before on when we do a recognition. But it's too long, the pay plan, and I think I personally will chat about it then. I think we need something short and snappy to generate interest, like this wee short one here, and do a separate pay plan, which was, I think that's the end of it there. Jane, do you want to just say what you messaged me? Or is it, was it a mistake? Are you there? You're on mute.
Yes, I'm here.
Was it a spelling mistake?
Yes, well, there's this. You've spelled when with 2 H's.
Did he send me that during?
That's all.
It's my fault. I should have it on silent. But thank you for that.
I do expect you to read it.
I do rely on my, which one? This one, Jane. I do rely on my wonderful digital people with hawk eyes. Is it on this one, Jane?
No, the next one.
We will fix it later. This one.
Slide 15.
Okay, right, slide 15. Right, remind me, Nigel and Amanda, that I've spelt when wrong. Thank you. Again, you've got eagle eyes. My God, you've got great eyes. Right, so any questions about that? Because I'm really excited about the Wix. The fact that you can get an instant messenger conversation going, I think is phenomenal. And they do have many other features. I've just never used it to the best of my ability. You can use it to help get your site up the search engines. You can use it for anything. And what I will say, if anybody wants help to do a site like that, I'm happy. Just go to wix.com, register, get yourself a domain name, and then message me. And, you know, you've got to pick your which format, you know, because there's hundreds of templates to choose from. Hundreds. Amanda said it's number 52 and it only lets you go through them one at a time. So I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I need to find a better way of finding the templates, but choose a template, log on to Wix.com, choose a template, and a domain name. Get a domain name separate. I watched a tutorial today from somebody else who was giving you tips, because what I've decided to do is go on YouTube and find tips from the people who aren't Wix. They're nothing to do with Wix, but they're telling you how all the benefits for a Wix website. They're doing it to get lots of hits. But when I was listening to that today, I was getting really, really excited, because I'm never really one that's pushed having your own website, because as you can see with the sponsoring groups, we can just email a video. It takes time. It's not really necessary. But when this one's incorporating that you can get an email, you can gather email addresses, they can WhatsApp you, they can message you, they can Facebook you, and everything's on the app. It gives you all your analytics, it gives you all your messages, it gives you everything. So I'm putting that offer out and taking a few days to do things like that. Now, over the next couple of weeks, I'm putting time aside to do just what we have Nigel and Amanda. If you're pretty good with, if you're pretty good with Word and PowerPoint, you'll probably be able to build this yourself. It's pretty easy, but I'm happy to help anybody, because I'm delighted with that. Any questions or anything at all, except silence?
Lynn, you can probably get testimonials to fit the parts of the advocate video, because there's something about families. So you could have something, if someone's got a testimonial about that, then you could link that to that part of the video.
I tend to like to use our own team's testimonials.
Yeah.
That's my preference whenever I've been building my business, unless it's generic. I'm really hot now, Kate, I need that fan. Unless it's generic, like remember Clean Easy used to do opportunity videos where they did a bit. Just to get going, I prefer to use our own stories, because it builds your profile, it builds your story, it builds our team. And as we grow bigger, we should, when we've got some fantastic stories. But if you've only shown a few stories at a time, I'd much rather it was yours or Jane's or Kate's, or as Jane went, she'd been kicked out. On it. Anybody else get any questions or anything they want to add to that? No questions? Any comments? Please don't go silent on me. There is nothing worse than doing a training and everybody saying nothing. I'm telling you now. How would you like it? I'll do it to use.
No, I think you're right, Lynn, when you said about keeping it very, very simple and keeping it very, very short, because I think the time span of people when they listen to information, you've either got them or you're going to lose them. You've got to get them, keep them interested, and then get them to ask you the information. Alan Pease did a very, very good training years ago where he said, you'll sell it, you'll sell it, you sell it. You buy it back, you buy it back, you buy it back. You've got to know when to stop and let them ask you the questions. So
absolutely. Is that in Alan Pease questions
very
and answers? Sorry, Steve, I interrupted you there to find it.
No, that is very, very valuable about keeping it very short and getting them to ask you the questions rather than you trying to sell it.
Which is exactly what happened with my 3-foot rule. She came back and asked about the pay plan. So I like the way you put that across. Was that in the Alan Pease questions and answers book?
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And we went to his training as well.
Did you really? Because that's a great book.
Yeah.
Alan Pease questions and answers. Anybody else want to add anything or ask anything or just share a positive story? Because we're nearly at the end. We are at the end. Running a wee bit late.
I've got a positive story.
Great.
Yeah, I've been talking to a lady for the last couple of weeks. She's not ready to join yet, purely because of some personal issues she's got at the moment. But she's due to join this week. She just told me to, she'd looked at all the information I'd sent to her And yes, she was happy to join, but she would get back in touch with me, which I've respected and left her to it. And she'll get back in touch with me, and happy days.
Happy days, excellent, well done. Can I give a little, oh, go on, are you going to speak?
Yeah.
Oh my God, go on, Nigel.
Very short. That lead come from a blanket drop in when I was out and I put a fly through, so I come from one of those.
You put a flyer through with your blanket dropping.
That's it, that's my short one.
Excellent, thanks for that. That's a good point. Every time we speak about new people, we should share where we got them, where they found them. Because if Jane was still on, she would ask anyway, because she always asks, where did that lead come from?
Yeah.
She always asks, because we want to know. That's excellent. So that came from a flyer while blanket dropping. Do you mind if I give you a little tip though, that see what you think about it? If somebody says that they will contact me, I try to get a time span. And what I do say is, if I don't hear from you, I will throw you a wee message in a week or two. I let them know that if I don't hear from them, that I will message them, just so that I can you can say what you like, so I can keep you on my list or take you off my list. But, you know, I would just say, that's brilliant, no problem. I hope everything works out well. But if I don't hear from you, I will pop you a wee message, maybe in a week or two, just to see how Frank's been kicked out as well, just to see how the ground lies.
We always used to say that I'll give you a call just in case you've lost my information.
There's one, Ray. That's a perfect example.
I've been in contact.
If I don't hear from you, I'll give you a call. You may have lost my number.
Yeah, or can he find the messenger message because it goes a week down.
So
that's a good. Amanda, what were you going to say? That's a good point, Steve. That was great.
I did message her this week and just asked her how she was, and just had a little conversation with her. She did say that she'd would be back in touch with me at the end of this week.
Yeah, no bother. So you've already done that. It was just when you'd said that, I thought I would just put that into the open. So you've already set it up to do that. Excellent. Well done, Nigel and Amanda. Anybody else want to share a positive story? I should say, like, I should have got Janice's full retail sales, but she's over £100 in 2 or 3 days. Anybody else? Janet, you lifted your eyebrows. Have you got a positive story? No?
I was going to say, not been working for the last 10 days or so. I've been on holiday.
I know, that's a positive story. They've been on holiday. Yay! You deserve a holiday. You work hard. Anybody else?
When Janet takes a holiday, Viva MK think they've got a holiday as well.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I've been blanket dropping. I've had some good, some bad results, and with blanket dropping, where I'd picked up about 100, I put out about 100 catalogues and trudged all the way down the road, got to the bottom of the road where I'd got a customer. She's got a dog, and so she'd got a letterbox on the outside of the house. And I'd put the catalogue in there a couple of times. They'd never looked at it. They don't open the box. So when I went there on Saturday, I thought, I'll put the catalogue in through the door, and if the dog chews it, yeah, who cares?
Who cares? Try it and see.
So I picked up the catalogue today, having not got any orders from these 50-odd houses. £67 she ordered.
Yay!
So I'm now only £119 short of VIP.
Wow, excellent. This is only halfway through the period.
Yeah, but next week, I'm from Monday to Saturday, my brother and sister-in-law are up. First time they've been to our house since we moved up. So I'm taking a week off. I'm following my upline's example.
Follow your upline. Follow the leader. Well, you deserve
holiday needed.
Anybody who's taking a break to see family, I'm just going to say rock on, Tommy, because you all deserve it. You've worked really hard over the last since Viva was launched, but especially during the lockdown. really am genuinely so proud of every one of you. You have done a phenomenal achievement. And it's probably why sometimes I find it difficult to do my own testimonial, because it's not what I've achieved, it's what you guys have achieved. And I'm really, really proud of each and every one of you. Well done, Jeff, on that, and well done, everybody. Amanda, go on.
I've just thought we have just qualified for VIP.
Are you just for the 10?
Yeah.
Yay! Is there anybody else with the same news?
Yeah, we'll be seeing you there as well.
Yeah,
we're about £150 short, so Monday's pickup should do it.
I knew you were on track this period.
Yeah.
Well done, Nigel, Amanda, and Steve and Janet. That's phenomenal. And I know that there's many of you that are not that far behind. But Kate, I can hardly see if you're actually completely in the dark now.
You said last week she'd qualified, Kate, didn't you?
Are you not done your 10? Don't know if she can hear me. Can you hear me, Kate?
You're on mute, Kate.
I maybe have to ask her to unmute. It's went back to ask to unmute again.
I'm sure she said last week.
Sorry, I had put the camera on instead of the microphone. Sorry. We have a customer who bought from Clean Easy from another distributor, in years gone by, that buys from us in Viva, and I did her delivery this morning, £7.50 delivery, and she was complaining that she didn't like our catalogue as much as and she says, I really want Clean Easy, and I said, there's nothing we can do about it, but thanks for ordering anyway and stuff. And she said, this catalogue's far too big.
God.
And I said, what do you mean? She says, well, there's just too much in it now. Clean Easy was only ever one catalogue. And I thought, well, whoever's done Clean Easy with her must have been 30 years ago if it was only one catalogue. But she complained that there was too much in it. And I think in a way, she didn't mean to compliment us. She actually was being quite grumpy about too much being in the catalogue. But it is a huge compliment, actually, because this is a 3-year-old company that started with one little leaflet of 35 catalogue products.
Well, exactly. Well, man, you girls said that's one of the things that attracted her to the business was the product range and how many products we had and the variety of them. But you must have missed a wee bit out there. We were asking for you to also to confirm that you will have qualified this period at VIP.
We already have, yeah.
Yeah, we already have. So tell me as well.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. Right. Fantastic. Next Wednesday, it would be lovely if I could get a volunteer, new trainer, any part of the training that you want to choose, something that you're doing really well, something that you would like to do really well, because sometimes if you train it, you retain it. You can send me a wee messenger message. I won't put anybody on the spot, but it'd be nice to get somebody other than me and Kate and Jane, who are the most regular. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remind you, if you do want to look at a website and you want some help with it, just give me a shout, and I'm going to say who would like to close the meeting, because I've spoken enough. Nigel's gone. No, he didn't. Nigel, for those who weren't there last week, Nigel closed the meeting and he went, I would just say goodbye, everybody. Frank, I'm going to pick you because I like the way you do it. You're on mute though. Close the meeting and get us ready and fired up for next week. That's you.
Okay. I've just came back on. My phone died and I had to come back on the laptop.
You got kicked out.
The meeting. No, well, sort of. Mobile died. Okay, everyone. I don't know about you, but I thought that was an absolutely great Zoom call tonight. The training was all superb, and so was everybody else's testimonials. So well done to everyone, and let's have a smashing week out there and get on to next week's Zoom call, because I'm sure that'll be just as good. So see you all then next Wednesday, 8:30.
Well done, everybody. Have a great week.
Thanks, Frank. That was brilliant. Thanks for your testimonials. I'll be posting them shortly. See you all
night, everybody.
Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Next Wednesday, I'm going to go for a wee glass of wine, I think. Sorry. I was going to say a cup of tea.
No.
I've got some cider, but I think I'll have wine. I think I'll have...
Yeah, you have wine, you deserve
I think
it.
I'll have wine. That can go in the trash. Right, thank you guys. The testimonials were brilliant. And we'll see you all next Wednesday. Use back to work, you guys now. Use back in Luton.
Yeah. For about
you're going to be again. How dare you?
Till next Friday.
And my opinion,
another holiday.
There is no point in working extra to have the cars, to have the holidays, to have the caravan, to have the boat.
I want to spend some time on the boat.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Nigel?
I'm going to spend some time on my boat.
The boat this
and I'm going to see my auntie because it's her birthday next Saturday, a week on Saturday.
Oh, lovely. That your auntie is Sue, is it?
My auntie Sue, yeah. I was going to say, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go and spoil her for a day.
Oh.
Hello, Auntie Sue. Goodbye, heart.
And she'll leave him on the boat with his whiskey and a life belt.
Exactly.
I'll just have a wee whiskey. Whoops.
So you might get a phone call a week on Friday, Lynn.
Yeah, I enjoy my wee. What she does is when she goes on long trips, that's when we do our catch-up sizzles. And we moan a bit about things and the weather, and we talk about our ailments and stuff as well as the business. And we praise you, Steve. We praise them, don't we, Janet?
Yeah. Right. Well, we'll see you soon, yeah?
See you soon. Were you going to say something, Nigel?
No, somebody mentioned holidays. I'm up for that one. We get on a boat next year.
You know what he watches on the telly? Holiday programs. They're obsessed with holidays, this pair.
Okay.
Next Wednesday.